Did you know that there's a hidden ReZero history where all talks about his past and reveals certain things about his family? But the curious part isn't that, is that he revealed it in a conversation he had with Heinkel, Reinhardt's father.
Everything begins on the mansion's balcony, a quiet night where Al runs into Heinkel Astria by pure chance. The father of the Sword Saint, known for his desperate and somewhat vulgar attitude, has put aside his light armor to show a much more human and vulnerable side under the effects of alcohol. Despite serving on sides that force them to constantly be on the defensive, both men find themselves in this peaceful space where etiquette doesn't matter. Al reflects on how men, no matter how many years pass, are still teenagers trapped in the same existential question: who am I really? Faced with this question, Heinkel asks him if he really takes his role as Priscilla's knight seriously, asking him that because of the commotion the princess caused that day, to which Al asks him not to refer to him that way since he doesn't have good feelings toward that group. Al thinks it's ironic that Heinkel brings up the topic of knights when he also has a figure there who torments him day and night. So he highlights the irony by mentioning Reinhardt van Astrea. Heinkel, visibly irritated by the mere mention of his son, admits that their relationship is extremely complicated, which makes sense if we remember that both serve rival factions within the royal selection. Al, however, shows an unusual empathy toward Heinkel. Despite the father's defensive attitude, Al understands the pain of living under the shadow of a relative, since according to him, it is an experience he has lived through firsthand. While Heinkel kept getting drunk trying to drown his sorrows, Al analyzes the tournament organized that day by Priscilla, a tournament where two brothers would fight to the death for a goal. He thinks that for Priscilla, that event was nothing more than a verification process, to confirm something only she knows. As the night goes on, the alcohol makes Heinkel lose any trace of dignity, taking the conversation to personal ground. With an empty look, Heinkel asks Al if there is something he truly longs to see in this world. Al, after a moment of hesitation, decides not to completely open his heart, but admits he is surprised that the always selfish Heinkel cares about someone else. So, to change the subject, he answers with a joking comment, saying that what he wants to see most is the princess's shower. Heinkel just leaves in disgust after receiving such an answer. Sometime later, taking advantage of the weakness Heinkel showed on this night, Aldebaran would remember this and propose a deal he can't refuse in exchange for waking up his wife. But that is a story you don't know yet. Remember that I have started a series of cut content on the channel.